Hello, my lovely YouTube family. I have some great content for you today, and I hope you like it. Let's watch it together. First up is
I'm a white guy that loves black women. Of course I have tattoos. I'm a white guy that loves black women. Of course I sleep on satin pillowcases. I'm a white guy that loves black women. Of course I like soul food. I'm a white guy that loves black women. Of course I'm invited to the cookout. I'm a white guy that loves black women. Of course I listen to old school R&B. I'm a white guy that loves black women. Of course I sleep with a do-rag.
Tell me you're in love with a black woman without saying you're in love with a black woman.
I'm getting a house.
Here we go. I love you.
If you've been following me for a while or you've seen some of my videos, you probably already know this answer. I've kind of addressed it in the past. But if you're new, you could probably take a guess, but I'm going to explain why my preference is what it is. First of all, ever since I was a young kid, I've been accepted into the black community. Ever since 4th grade when I was little, I was around that all the time. And so being around that all the time, you see the love and genuine care they have for one another. And all the black women in my life are so loving, caring, and took me in and loved me for who I was. And in my life, all the white women, when it comes to schools or whatever, they see what I'm passionate about. They see how I talk, who I hang out with, and they try to ridicule me. They don't want me to be myself. And there's a much higher chance that I'm gonna connect to somebody whose views are more like mine. Like, I'm passionate about Black Lives Matter and standing up against racism. It's very rare that a white girl is gonna be cool with that or even support me on that. There's a much higher chance that I can be supported by a black queen and that she's gonna support and be passionate about what I'm passionate about. Not saying I would never date another race or never have, but I gravitate towards black women.
Hey y'all, so this message is for my Caucasians, right? Y'all let me know. I don't know if it's cool to say white people because y'all be like, do you like white men? But I don't know if necessarily because your skin is lighter complexion, does that mean that I will be able to say white men? But either way, this is for y'all. I want to know, since I have a lot of Caucasian men or white men that reach out to me. I got like 4 that's on my top 10 list. Dale, Bill, just to name a few. I love y'all. I want to know what it is about black women that you are attracted to, or why you only date black women, or why do you prefer black women? Because I've never dated a white man or a Caucasian man. I'm kind of scared, I guess, or a little timid. So if you just drop a little something in the comment, to kind of break the ice, so I can open my horizon. Because, when you're trying something for the first time, it's always a bit scary. But I want to know. Happy Memorial Day, y'all. I'm still off. Ain't quiet. But y'all have a good Monday.
I'm guessing you like hood niggas? No, I like corporate white men above the age of 30 with a trust fund, a corporate job, a CEO, 0 kids, maybe an ex-wife is okay, a lot of money, several figures, and likes to pay bills. You're not my type.
In this country, you got to be white. You know what I'm saying?
Black women are scared to date white men. And I talk to them every day as a dating coach for black and brown women, and it astonishes me because when you open up your net, you literally 7x your opportunity to find love. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the top 5 white guys that are checking for you, black women, so that you can feel safer swirling. Now, what we will not do is go for Mr. White Chocolate. Like, if you want white chocolate, girl, get yourself a black man. It's basically the same thing. This guy is not on our list because everybody's going for him. So go ahead. If you want him, go ahead and get him. But I'm going to give you the 5 actual white guys that maybe not a lot of people are going for. So number 1, you already knew it was going to be gingers, girl. The gingers, and I don't even know if that's appropriate in 2023 to say or not. The red-headed men, honey, they're checking for you. The redheads are the blacks of the whites. So when you see one red hair, girl, I want you to pounce on it because he's going to be checking for you. You hear me? So the second group of white guys that I want you to be checking for, and I'm going to put them in a category, but obviously Italian men and Jewish men. These men are looking for partners, women to keep it real with them, and to accept them and to hold it down. And obviously, Italian men know what beauty looks like, and that's why they're checking for Black women. The third type of white guy that are checking for Black women are artists. And I'm not talking about the struggling artists. Literally, the artists that are at the top of their game. So, Bowie, Wolfgang Puck, George Lucas, Joshua Jackson, Robert De Niro. All artists that are killing it and can appreciate the amazingness of a Black woman. The fourth white guy on my list are the dorky and nerdy guys, like Cameron from Love is Blind. What do I love about these nerdy and dorky white guys? One, their balance of masculine and feminine energy perfectly aligns with so many Black women who have a good amount of both masculine and feminine energy. So this pairing actually works out really well. Not to mention that you and I both know that the nerds be packing, girl. And the final and last group of white guys that are checking for Black women are European men. This is Dirk Nowitzki. He is a German basketball player, Hall of Famer. The Euro guys are checking for you. If you go to Europe, you're going to 10x your chances of finding love. Trust and believe. The Netherlands, Germany, England, Italy, Croatia, Greece, all gonna look at you and think that you are a goddess. They're probably gonna think that you're Beyonce too. Now, girl, if they have multiple categories like Ed Sheeran, girl, watch out. They're checking for you and they're probably gonna chase you down and wanna get you, girl. Okay? Now let me know in the comments. I hope that this alleviates any fears around who you should be going for when it comes to the white guys. Let me know in the comments, has this been your experience? Have you experienced one of these types, and have they been checking for you? I hope this was fun.
If a man claims he wants to date a Black woman, I need you to be very vigilant, okay? I'm speaking obviously for non-Black men here, okay? Now, there is a level of sensitivity a man has to have when dating a Black woman, because it's not the same as dating his counterpart. I don't care if he's Asian, I don't care if he's Hispanic, I don't care if he's whatever. It's not the same. And I honestly think that a lot of these non-Black men are in the clouds when it comes to dating a Black woman, because they just think, well, I went out with an Asian girl, or I went out with a Pakistani girl, I went out with, okay, but she's not Black, and it's very different, okay? You can have kids with these types of women, and your kids wouldn't really look that different. They might have maybe an olive complexion, or they might have certain ethnic features, but it's not going to be that much of a dramatic difference compared to if you're with a Black woman, okay? Let's just be real. Too many men are afraid to have conversations in the talking stages, in the beginning stages of months 1 and 3. And girls, if he's not opening the dialogue, you need to be opening the dialogue, okay? I'm so glad we have all these common interests. I'm so glad we have all these common hobbies. It's amazing. I love that. However, if we're not comfortable talking to each other about this, there's no point of me taking you seriously. Like, I had to come to my own conclusion with that, because I would date guys where we would get along famously. We had same taste in music, same taste in our hobbies or whatever, but it would be more so for my suburban side. And when I would want to hang out with these people, or when I would want to hang out and, let's say, go to like a Haitian party, or have listen to Haitian songs or whatever, I wouldn't feel comfortable actually being myself. And that was where the problem started. And whenever I'd want to have conversations about my experience back in high school or in college or whatever, there would be an issue, or there would be a dismissal, or there would be some type of barrier as to why we couldn't have the conversation in deep detail, to the point where one of my exes was like, I heard from a psychologist that it's not smart to talk about or it's not healthy to speak about racial differences in a relationship. We all know he was feeding me BS, okay? We all know that. Okay, or another guy that I dated who was like, oh, I understand what you're saying, but I don't really believe in like the victim mentality. I'm like, I'm not a victim. I'm simply sharing my experience. Okay. So when I would have these delusional conversations with these men that I took seriously because I was just so focused on we get along and this and that. But the reality is they were not thinking about realistically the fact of, or the potential of them marrying someone who did not look like them or having children that did not look like them. Okay? That concept, that conversation was non-existent. Okay? My point is, before taking anyone seriously, if he's not demonstrating the capability to reason or level with you in any kind of way, it's not worth you looking at him any further. It's just, or if you want to, put him on the back burner, but just know that you can't get invested emotionally, and that's just how it's going to be, okay? I think a lot of these men want to have a cultural experience and want to date out for a little bit, but have not really dealt with the reality of the situation. And then when they fall in love, all of a sudden you find out his mommy's racist, or his sister-in-law or brother-in-law have an issue with you, and all of a sudden it becomes this whole big deal of, I don't want my family to disown me, but if they were, I would accept it for you. No, he's not, okay? Some of them are really not about to go that far, and this is where you have issues. So it's best to just talk about it in the beginning and be upfront, okay? What are your thoughts on the fact that you're dating a black woman? Do you have questions for me? I'm sure you do, because everyone has prejudice, so do you want to talk about it? Honestly, I don't think it's wrong. Like my other video, do you have a type? Does your type look like me? It's okay to be honest, because I know what I look like, and I feel like we should just level with each other. I said what I said. And I just feel like so many women want to have a pasta and lobster experience, and a lot of men want to be having this lobster and pasta, whatever, pasta and lobster experience with a black woman, but they're not thinking deeply about it. They're not thinking about, oh my God, I could lose my inheritance. I could lose all my privileges if I marry this girl. My parents would totally disown me. Okay. Wait, that kid's mind, like those videos I see on YouTube and those videos I see on Instagram of fathers being stopped at Target because their kid doesn't look like them, or they're getting their police called on them. Yeah, that could be me. Oh, it's silly. I don't know.
Yo, what up, world? Here the past couple days, I've made a couple posts talking about where's the black women that love us white country boys. But, it seems to be a popular question in my comments of where's the country boys that love black women. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to be a country boy. Just admire and respect a black woman. Find yourself in the comments, because it's going to go down. And I promise you, if you've never had a black woman, white fellas, it's worth it. They will change your life. And in my 25 years of dating black women, I have learned that if you go hard for them and you show them genuine, true love, they will stop at nothing to make sure you're the happiest man on the planet. And that's just fact. Salute to all you black women out there. You're loved, you're appreciated, you're valued.
Man, so another thing that be really motherfucking grinding my gears is motherfucking other pink dudes trying to befriend me because they like black women. Here comes Josh or Hunter like, hey, what's up, bro? I like black women too. You got any pointers? Fam, if you don't get the fuck out my face, you a whole op. Like, you really supposed to be competition, but you not competition. You hear me? You can't come on my court and play. Take your ass across the motherfucking water or something like that. Go dip and dabbling with them pink women that you been doing that shit. Cause I been here. The fuck? This is my court. Take your ass on, Josh, for real. Little dirty ass boy. Like, that shit be irritating. Like, these motherfuckers be thinking like we gonna be friends and be cool just because we share in common that, we, appreciate black women. Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. I don't even got pink friends.
Not to be controversial or nothing, but the easiest way to tell that a white man is only attracted to black women is always going to be in the haircut and in the beard. The haircut and the beard are going to tell you that this man is attracted to black women because he looks like Travis Kelce. It's very Travis Kelce vibe. This man's energy is reminiscent of like Drake, or it's like a light-skinned biracial type of energy. This guy always has tattoos. He's kind of buff, and he doesn't mind listening to music like Brent Faiyaz. He also might like to listen to Party Next Door, but he definitely is a Drake fan. This is the most obvious archetype, but there's other archetypes that I think we don't talk about as much. The second archetype is what I would like to describe as the cultured lumberjack. This guy is either raised in the Midwest or in the South, and he looks like what you would think would be a country boy, but he does not play about black women. He's like a giant teddy bear. Third archetype we can't forget is the golden retriever nerdy white boy. He might be blonde or he has like brown curly hair. This guy might work in tech or corporate finance, and it's kind of giving Nepo baby vibes. So you low-key wouldn't even expect that he's down for the black women, but he is.
So a young black queen said in my comments today, these black men don't appreciate us neither. Go and get you a white man. What you have to understand is no high value white man, right, wants the typical black woman. And the typical black woman is slightly overweight. The typical black woman is slightly masculine. The typical black woman thinks that just because she has children, she has the right to get fat. They're not looking for you. The typical black woman is curvy. What do white men like? We're talking about high value white men. We're not talking about the ones with grills. We're not talking about the ones that's going through an identity crisis. We're not talking about culture vultures. We're talking about the Poindexters and the whitest of the white. They're not checking for you. They want an ass flat as a flat screen and breasts big and perky, and they want you to be submissive, and they want you to be quiet. And even when you see these high value white men with these black women, these aren't the black women. These are the ones with the big titties, with the flat ass, with the high pumps, with the squeaky voices. The difference between a black man dealing with a white woman and a black woman dealing with a white man, these white women are prepped to go get these rich black men. They got y'all bodies. They know how to mimic y'all mannerisms, and they love some black sausage. That's why it's so easy for the black man to go over and switch over to the white woman, because they are prepped to be 10,000 times better than you. And they shut up.
I want nappy ass headed black women. Big pretty eyes, beautiful nose, beautiful lips, big hips, fat ass, big breasts. I want original African woman.
When your white boyfriend sees your afro for the first time.
Hey babe.
Yeah?
Do you want to come here for a sec?
What's up?
Have a look at my hair.
What the f***? Holy It's insane!
Yeah.
Where have you been keeping this? Can I?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Oh my god, babe. You are gorgeous. What the heck? How did you do this?
Do you like it?
Yes. This is insane.
Why is it that every other race of man, whether it be white, Chinese, Indian, whatever race it might be, why is it that every other race of men treat black women better than black men?
A black man like myself, I'm not praising no white woman or no Asian woman. I'm only looking for a black woman.
But who was saying she was praising? But do you think that TikTok? Oh, okay, because I wasn't praising.
We got compared to
definitely
what
a
comparison.
Definitely a comparison.
And in that comparison,
okay,
we got the shitty end of the stick because we were being defamed in the same situation of saying, oh, they're better than us in this category.
Are white men embarrassed to be in public with a black woman? Here we go. Okay. It has nothing to do with embarrassment. Okay, let me start with that. It has everything to do with confusion. And to be honest, a lot of men feel defeated because, in case you didn't know, black women have like this whole vibe that cannot be matched. It just can't. Like, white men don't have it in them to keep up with that energy level. I'm just going to let you know, we are like, chill. Real chill. Y'all ladies have this fashion, okay? And I don't know how to describe it really. It's very loud. It's very pretty. But it is not something that like white men do. Like, we're blue jeans and t-shirt, and the t-shirt's usually to whatever event we're about to go to. Crawfish bowl, yes. Crawfish cook, going to concert, okay. Def Leppard forever. It's different. Okay, just like take hair. Okay, as simple as hair. White men have 3 different hairstyles. They're bald, they got a mullet, or they got a comb over. Sometimes a little of all 3. Sometimes they hatfish, and they got a mullet and they're bald on top. But I've done extensive research. I mean, extensive research. There is not a single black woman, I'm convinced, on the face of the earth that has the same hairdo. Not one. And I've seen a lot of hairdos in my life, and I've never seen a black woman with the same hairdo. So you explain that. But it's white men just feel like they're kind of defeated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's like, it is what it is for us, and you ladies expect something that, I'll be honest with you, white dudes just can't give you.